Welcome to the ITM University Online. This is a webinar on lean thinking. If you listen to the news or if you read newspapers, this is something which has caught up the imagination of most of the policymakers or the business leaders. All are asking their employees, their stakeholders, their customers just one thing. Let us together think lean. Lean thinking is the buzzword of this moment. Why is so much hype around this particular term? Why people are so much fascinated about lean thinking? And before that, what is lean thinking? Lean thinking is a business methodology that aims to provide a new way of thinking and that will help the society and the individual to make maximum out of their potential by minimizing the waste. For example, if you take an organizational setting, you can see that a lot of waste happens in the ways of time. A lot of time is wasted, a lot of energy is wasted, a lot of resources are wasted. But if you can design the thinking of people, employees, customers in a way that they can contribute towards a common cause, how to minimize the waste and maximize productivity, then you are thinking in the lines of this particular concept that is known as lean thinking. This concept was introduced, or the word lean thinking was coined by James P. Womack and Daniel T. Jones to capture the essence of their in-depth study of Toyota's fabled Toyota production system. And they have talked about this particular concept in different contexts. The aim of lean thinking is to create a lean enterprise that will be easy, or that will focus on long-term sustenance. For example, take the case of an individual. It is the need of the individual to stay lean, because if you are lean, then you can be more free. If you compared to a fat person or obese person, a lean person has more chances of living a long life. He will be more efficient. Similarly, a lean organization is the dream of any business leader. And if you want to build a lean organization, you have to train all the stakeholders to think lean. That means you have to bring down the gaps between what the organization is doing at present and what they want to achieve. They have to bring down the wastages at different areas. Time waste, energy waste, resource waste, everything. So that is how lean thinking works. Because the basic premise of lean thinking is that if you are doing something wrong, you should stop there and you should never pass it on to, or pass a defective work on to the next stage. You have to stop it there. You have to plug all the issues and you have to make it foolproof. Then only you can ensure quality. Basically, the masters of lean thinking have categorized this concept into 4 areas: workplace, value through built-in quality, value streams through understanding talk time. First one is workplace. So going and seeing firsthand the workplace, how it works, what is it, how the real life setting is. You should have a clear understanding, because most of the talks or the decisions or the policy making happens at the boardroom, and many people sitting there don't know what is happening in the ground level. They are aware or they are unaware about ground reality. That is why this backfires. To avoid that, to make sure that the amount of wastage should be minimized and the productivity should be maximized, you have to ensure that all the people involved in the process should know what is happening in reality. If it is a service, how the service is handed over to the customers. If it is a production manufacturing unit, how the production process is carried out. What are the areas of improvement? How you can improve it? How to make it more productive? Therefore, a hands-on experience should be given. And that is how you can enhance the workplace. That is how you can implement lean thinking in the workplace. Second, value through built-in quality. That means for each employee, they should be rewarded when they come up with a solution, come up with something that will improve the quality or something that will reduce the defect rate. For instance, if an employee is coming up with a small technology that will enhance your production process, or he gave a suggestion that will bring down the number of steps involved, he should be rewarded. And that rewarding system will ensure that in future also employees will come up with such suggestions, and that's how you can build in a culture of lean thinking. Only it's not just that the policymakers should think lean. It is an organizational culture. It is a way of life. If you want a lean enterprise, it can happen only when the person that is the CEO to the frontline employees think lean. It has to be the norm in the particular organization. And finally, value streams through understanding talk time. That is, talk time is all about the time or the ratio between open production time to the average customer demand. That is the time between that. And it is something which you know beforehand. It is maybe a minute for a car, 2 months for a software project, or 2 years for a new book leads. So there are different talk times in different industries. If you have a clear understanding of the industry, you can find out ways in which you can improve on this talk time. Therefore, there are multiple areas in which you can apply lean thinking. It can be a workplace, it can be a quality, it can be a process, it can be designing, it can be manufacturing, it can be anything. But lean thinking is something which you have to embrace. It is a concept that has to be embedded into the very fabric of your organization. It is the need of the hour for every organization, irrespective of its size, whether you're a big organization or a small organization, irrespective of the industry. Even if you are a manufacturing firm or a software firm or a banking firm, you have to adopt this concept. You have to think lean. You have to look forward to create a lean enterprise. That is how you make sure that your organization is going to succeed. That's how you can ensure that you are going to make a mark. Therefore, if you want to think success, then think lean.